So, for almost a year now, I've had this one particular supply that's just been hanging out inside of my art studio. Hello my lovely Misfitians, and welcome back to another video. So my name is Carrie if you are new here, and I am the artist behind Watercolor Misfit. So here is the plan for today's video. I already have an illustration in mind of what I want to paint, and since it's Valentine's Day, it will be related to that, as well as one of my favorite just animated or movies or even books is Alice in Wonderland. It's going to be related to that. So first thing what I'm going to do is just paint the illustration and get kind of the base down, and then we'll play around with the gold and see how this works. I have not played around with this before. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. It might be a disaster. So come along with me and we will go ahead and cut to a time lapse real quick of me doing the painting, and then we'll get into the actual figuring out how to put this gold down on that painting. Stop for a little bit and let this dry, but I thought we could just have a little chat about specifically gold before I actually start using this supply here. I wanted to just talk about what gold means to me. So when I first purchased this, I really was just kind of in awe of how ordinary it looked. I know that sounds really ridiculous, but for those of you who have seen like gold flake or anything like that is supposed to resemble gold, this looks very similar. I was just really shocked at how similar it looks, because I actually have a lot of different supplies in my art studio that have basically gold fleck, but it's not real gold. And so when I don't know what I was thinking when I purchased this, but I was thinking it would be a lot more, I don't know, different. It would have like, I don't know, it would just look different. I just was thinking of that, and looking at it now, especially compared to the other things that I have, it does look more solid and more hardy, but at the same time it looks very similar, which got me thinking about fool's gold specifically. And then I started realizing about miners in the past and stuff like that, and how they would think that they had stumbled upon this treasure when in reality it was fool's gold. And the way they would tell whether it was gold or fool's gold was by putting intense heat or pressure on that particular element. And if it was pure gold, it would basically melt and it would become even more pure and even more beautiful and even more precious and valuable. But if it was fool's gold, it would start to stink and smell, and immediately they would know. It's fool's gold. If you put it under heat, it starts to smell like rotten eggs. And so immediately they would know this isn't the real thing. Like, crap, I got fool's gold. And then I started thinking about how that can so much relate to relationships. So I started thinking about the difference between fool's gold, my previous relationship that did not hold up to pressure or stress or different things. If anything, it exasperated stuff. It made our relationship more turmoil and stuff. Whereas with my husband, when we were in stressful times and when we were under pressure, our relationship became purer and more beautiful, and it actually caused us to become closer together. So I want to encourage you, maybe your 24 karat person that is in your life, your true gold soulmate, is a friend or a family member or someone who is really there for you through the thick and thin, through the hardships, because that is what my husband was for me, and that is what he is for me still. And for the longest time before that, I actually had a really close friend in college who was there for me through thick and thin. And she was my 24 karat gold. I've got to have this person or else I might break type thing. So yeah, I just thought I would kind of insert that in before we start working with the gold fleck and just kind of the difference between fool's gold and real gold. So anyway, let's go ahead and jump back into painting with our gold and figuring this out, because I have no clue still how I'm going to do this. And that is it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed this. If you want me to do more of this type of content, please make sure to leave a like on the video. That tells me that you want to see more of this type of content. If you want me to do more of like challenges where I play around with different supplies. I upload videos every second and fourth Saturday around 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this channel. That allows me to have more creative freedom to put these videos together as well as work on these illustrations. However, that being said, if you would like more of me and more behind the scenes videos of stuff that I do in the art studio, as well as just fun things to do with me, such as watercolor challenges or just kind of talk with Carrie chat times, inside of my own website, Watercolor Misfit Land, you can join me in there and have a little bit more of me that's less edited and more kind of just personal. So if you're interested in that, I'll make sure to leave a link down below as well as put basically a video icon for you to check that out. If you're interested in painting with watercolor the way I do, I actually have a new course that is out. I just recently released it. Let's see, what should we do for comment of the day? Why don't you tell below, since it's Valentine's Day, well, tomorrow is technically Valentine's Day for y'all. Why don't you tell someone, put like something like the name of someone, or like my mom, or just my husband, or something like that, of your 24 karat gold or even more pure gold person that is in your life who has really stuck with you through it all. As I said in the video, mine would be my husband. He is definitely my soulmate. He is definitely my best friend, and I absolutely love everything about him. So anyway, lots of love, y'all, and I will see you soon. Bye.